Alright, in this video we are going to be making 4.9M support. It's metric because there's an M in there. It's this object. You can find that in Classroom. Alright, and I'm throwing this on a side screen so I can just observe it. So I'm going to start off with the outside structure, which is basically two rectangles. So now I'm going to identify my starting point as the center, and I've got a width of 20 and a height of 90. So my x-coordinate's 20, 90. That's not right. 20, 90. All right. I'm going to zoom extend so I can zoom in on it. Great. And now I'm going to set myself up with just a rectangle in the bottom. I can always adjust later, but this is the way I'm approaching it. So I got 140 and 20. Great. Now I need to account for, I'm just going to, I'm going to do these as well. But I'm going to use that fillet tool for a lot of these things. So to start off that rectangle, I'm going to specify my center point as 35, 0. And I'm going to do a width of, let's see, 140 minus 70, so it's a width of 70 and a height of 5. And here, just so you can see, I've basically made a rectangle, and I'm going to use the fillet tool for these radii. So now what I need to do is set myself up with this diagonal line. So it tells me the width, and it tells me the height. So it's saying that from, let's see, so the height of this is 25. The height of this section is 20. So my point here is going to be 20 height and 100, let's see, 130 width. So we get my line tool. So I said my first point is 130 width, 20 height. And then my end point, if I look at the diagram, width is 20. So 20 comma, let's see, 90, 80. 20 comma 80. Great. And I inferred this information using what was in my drawing. I specified points because I felt like that would be a lot easier than trying to reference different objects. Now that I've got this made out, I need to make this center triangle-y looking thing. Now, I can break this down into a triangle and then fillet those radii. So I'm going to start off with the offset tool here. I'm going to offset it 15 millimeters. So I go to my modify, offset, select the object, and now I'm going to specify 15. It looks ugly for now, but it'll clean up. You'll see. So offset, another object. Great. Here. Oh, I don't want to do that. So instead, let's see. I'm going to draw a line from here to here. Great. And that's going to draw a line over my object. I can now take this line that I just drew. I'm going to offset that 5, just like it specifies in the drawing. Now, here, it doesn't tell me the height here, but it does tell me that the radius of the inside curve is 10 from this center point where my mouse is, and this outside radius is 15. So the difference between these radii is, let's see, 15 minus 10? 5. So it stays 5 throughout, and we can assume that. Also, actually, even more handy, it tells me that the height from here to here is 20, and tells me the height from here to here is 25. So that's confirming that it's only 5. Alright, same idea. Let's draw a line. Let's go from here to here. And I'm going to offset that 5. Almost there. Now time to fillet. and I'm going to choose the radius tool. Now here I said my radius was 10, so I used fillet, specified radius, and now I'm going to say it's 10, enter, and select the first object, second object. Great. Now what I'm going to do is continue this process. Fillet, radius, 15, here to here. Great. Now let's see. We have a radius of 5 here. Fillet, radius, 5, enter. Click, click, and now F is fillet, so I just type F, enter. Radius is 10, and now boom, boom. It's looking better. All right, fillet, enter. Radius. So if I type R and press enter, I can just do that's a shortcut. And my radius is going to be 5. And it's from here to here. Great. Let's keep this up. Let's see. Nope. Radius 5. There to there. And now at the bottom here, it gives me a radius of 4. So in 2 places. So radius 4, radius 4. Fillet, radius 4. Boom. Boom. Great. Now let's get our trim tool. We're going to clean this up. So I don't need that, don't need that, don't need those, don't need this bottom thing. We're good. Now it's time to dimension this. So here I'm going to set up my layers. Okay, here, let's see, dimension. I'm going to do my dimensions in blue. I like that. And here I want a continuous line. I just have to play around with those styles. Let's see, I don't need headlines. Center wouldn't be a bad idea, just for the center of those radii. They don't include it on this drawing, but actually, no, when I dimension the radii, it's going to include a center point. So now let's play around with our scale. So here, I'm just going to see what I'm starting with. Okay, way too big. We do not want an architectural dimensioning style. Let's go mechanical, 2.5. I'm starting low to see how it appears. And that looks pretty good. That looks pretty nice. I'm going to change this color though. I don't like this color. How about pink? Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Let's see. The height here. To here. Why change it? That's good. And before I move away, I'm just going to clean this up. Get those lines off the object. It's good. Alright, I'm going to pause and finish this. Alright, so I'm nearly there, and really one key thing that you want to keep in mind is for this dimension that's provided, I start off by just placing it on the object, but then I move it out to the side, and I'm just going to get rid of these tails. It should say 15. Okay, let's go like that. Leave the tails. Alright, so now that I got all my dimensions on here, I'm ready to go to paper space. I just double check that I have my measurements. I guess I missed one. So, same idea. Dimension 5. Let's plop it down. And now we can drag it out. Great. Alright. Wouldn't call this cleanest work, but we're learning how to use AutoCAD, so it suffices. Now you go to your views, layout 1, and you're going to just double click in here. Make sure you zoom extents. Double click on the outside, and you're going to add your text. And here you want your text. Whoa! Okay. Text is not simplex 100, do simplex, let's go 3.5, just a little larger. Text, right down here, boom, and I'm typing the name, which is 9M support, all caps. Wrong layer. Layer should be 0. Great. And now I can use this to move it right to the edge. Great. Ready for submission.